Welcome to this video introduction to Vicon Shōgun Post. Shōgun Post provides all the offline processing tools needed to turn your captured Shōgun live footage into production-ready exported data. Hopefully, Shōgun Post will immediately look familiar to any existing Blade users. We understand that you invest a lot of your time in getting to know our software, so we've designed the transition to be as smooth as possible, whilst also taking the opportunity to streamline the interface and save you time processing your data. When you open Shōgun Post, you'll be greeted with the main workspace. This is where you'll spend most of your time visualizing your data, as well as doing any cleanup needed. The navigation in these views follows the same logic. Left mouse button will rotate the view. Right mouse button will zoom in if you push the mouse away, and zoom out if you pull it back towards you. Left and right mouse button will pan the view. There are a number of different view types to help with processing your data. The 3D workspace that we're in now is a great place to visualize the quality of your data and see what happened during the take. We also have a few orthogonal options, such as top-down, front and back, which may also help further nail down difficult to reach views. Our next view type is the graph view. This will show you the path of all of your trajectories and is a great place to view any gaps or any swaps in your data. With Post, we've introduced new zoom settings, such as zooming in close for a really detailed look of the trajectory paths, as well as medium and far away to get a better overview, so it's much harder to get lost in the views this time around. The NLE view is the place where you can view all your different clips, including a backup clip that would have been made during any automated labeling. The scene view will give you animation hierarchies of everything in the scene, such as your Vicon system, including any hardware, unlabeled markers, as well as any actors or props you may have in the scene, including their bones, markers, and any constraints. Camera view will show you all the raw footage from your Vicon cameras and is a great place to review any gaps in your data and any tweaks you may want to make to your live setup for your next shoot. Finally, Data Health will show you all the markers for your selected actor, any gaps that may have occurred, or any fills that you may have made to that range of data. There are a number of view filters in Shōgun which can really help when you're trying to nail down the fine details of your data. For example, you may only be interested in the final skin, or you may want to take a more detailed look at just the solving skeleton, or labeling skeleton, or any custom settings that you may want to look at. There are numerous times where you may want to have more than one view type open at one time. You can set these up by using all these splitting tools at the top of the window. For example, if you wanted a vertical split showing 3D type and a graph at the same time, this can be done like so. If you're using multiple monitors, you may wish to create a new floating workspace, and this can then be dragged onto your second monitor to increase your workspace size. When you first start using Shōgun, you may wish to set up your own preferences. These can be found under General Menu option, and then Preferences. Here you'll find all your default paths for scripts, any hotkeys you may wish to set up, as well as the pre-installed options, any selection sets and marking menus, changes to the default colors, interface options, such as having Alt to select or Alt to rotate, and any miscellaneous options such as setting up autosave or changing the depth of undo. The panels in Shōgun Post follow a very similar idea to Shōgun Live. So for example, we can dock panels in any location we like, as well as secondary monitors. We can drag them to different sizes. We can have a split view, so we have two docks in one location. And we can also tabulate in these views, making your workflow very personalized to you. These layouts can then be exported and then loaded in at a later date. All of our data can be exported and loaded in using the buttons on the Quick Access toolbar, as well as File, and we still have data management, which can be accessed by default by clicking F2 or by navigating to panels. Finally, let's look at the time bar. This shows the whole play range of your data, including the start frame and the end frame, and this can be cropped down at any time just by dragging the time bar down the bottom. You can see our play end is now shorter than our animation end. You may have also noticed these yellow regions. This is the new heat map, which is new to Shōgun Post. It's a great way for reviewing the quality of your data, as it displays any gaps in your data and any large errors on your solving constraints. Hopefully this has given you a brief overview of the software, but please keep watching the other videos in this series for more information, tips and tricks.